Hey everybody, Hammy from Hammy's Barbecue and Grilling. Thank you for tuning in. The video will be coming up on how to clean your Weber Kettle charcoal grill in just a moment. I realized after I cleaned it a little bit earlier today, I haven't edited yet as of this video right now, but I did not include any information, and that was by design. I just forgot to explain it, on how to clean the exterior of the Weber Kettle bowl itself. I know in the video you'll see that I cleaned some rust off the rack on the bottom, and the grill, the grate, the bottom of the lid, the inside of the lid. But I have found in the past, I've tried to keep up on cleaning the exterior of the grill, and even when it's covered, it just gets dusty, it gets grimy, so I don't even worry about it. If you're interested in cleaning the exterior of the grill, you can use the Goo Gone that you're gonna see in the video today, as well as other, I know Weber makes an exterior cleaner. Citrus Safe is really good on exteriors. And you can just use plain old-fashioned, a good strong dish detergent soap mixed in with some water, sudsy water, a sponge, a light non-abrasive scrubber if you need it, and plenty of water, and that'll do the trick for you. So sorry I didn't include that from the beginning here, but I appreciate you tuning in, and here comes the video. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Hammy's Barbecue and Grilling. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you joining me today. I'm sorry for, especially for my subscribers, that I haven't recorded anything in a few months. I became unemployed recently, and I've been looking for work, and money's been kind of tight. So, but here we are. I'm looking forward to getting some more videos going today and real soon. So thanks for coming in. Today I am going to review how I clean my Weber charcoal kettle grill. And if you happen to have another different brand of kettle grill, everything I'm about to tell you, check everything in an inconspicuous area. If you have an S&S grill, or maybe a Walmart brand grill or something. But I can tell you everything I'm doing here is safe for the Weber Kettle grill and its porcelain and enamel surface. Today is a particularly really good day to clean a kettle. I picked up a 22-inch Weber Kettle with an ash catcher a few days ago this week for 20 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. Great place to look for grills if you're looking for used stuff, as well as OfferUp and Craigslist. So it needs a little bit of TLC. So here's the grill. It's got the ash catcher. It doesn't have the thermometer or the heat shield, but it's everything else I need. It's in pretty good shape. I mentioned rust on the legs. I made a mistake. It's more rust on that bottom, little connector rack, which I barely use anyway. And then over here, we've got the inside looking pretty rusty and grimy. And over here, we've got our grates. That's the charcoal grate, pretty rusty. And then we've got our cooking grate over here, pretty rusty too. You can see we got some gunk in there, some grease, maybe a little rust, some ashes. So I've got my gloves on and my shop brush and broom, and I'm gonna go ahead and first of all use the one-touch cleaning system to get rid of anything that's in there. It's in pretty good shape. Looks pretty good. And then I'm going to take my gloved hands. This will save gunk on your broom or your brush. It's going to get dirty regardless, but that's good. And then I'm going to take my brush. That helps a little bit too. Yeah, there's some gunk there for sure. Right here. I'm just gonna kind of get it into the holes of the ash catcher. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, spray down the inside of the kettle with water. Bear with me, I just got a new spray bottle. There we go. You could use a hose too if you want. This will get rid of some initial grime. You don't want to waste the foam cleaner on. Get it nice and saturated. So after you get it really saturated, you want to get a towel and go ahead and wipe up all the grime, rotate the towel as needed. Next thing we're going to do is liberally spray it with Goo Gone Oven and Grill Cleaner. It's a foam. Start at the very top. You want to make sure that the 3 blades of the one-touch cleaning system are completely closed. That way the foam accumulates at the bottom and you can use it to clean the kettle. So let me go ahead and take this off. And you see how it's, and you can kind of hear it working, or at least climbing down. And it's pretty good. So I'm going to let this, I'll turn the camera off shortly for a pause, but I'm going to let this go through and then keep applying it maybe 2 or 3 more times and then wait 10 minutes. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, it hasn't been 10 minutes yet. It's been about 3, but I put on a second application. Look how that cuts through the grime. And it's still working. Forgive me, one thing I forgot to mention, keep the one-touch cleaner, the 3 prongs, closed, as it builds a nice little pool, you know, of the cleaning product below that you can swish around the kettle bowl. Bear with me, we're about 6 minutes in. I forgot to mention the intro with this Goo Gone. Read the instructions first, even though I'm telling you it works great. Always read the instructions for your own protection. It does say in the instructions to not let it sit too long on aluminum. Either don't sit too long or not use. I think it's don't sit too long. I value your comments. I'm pretty sure that the one-touch cleaning system and the legs and all that, the below the rack, are all aluminum, I'm guessing. If you have any guesses or know for sure, let me know in the comments. But I've never had issues with it. 10 minutes is fine. And as long as you rinse it really well at the end. So it's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and use the copper scrubber first. Then we'll do the test with the steel wool scrubber. The bottom's coming up real well. The top might need another application. Or maybe the steel wool. Bottom's great for sure. Let me check the steel wool. Yeah, it's a tough top here. So what I'm going to do is do an initial scrub and then do one more application of Goo Gone. So this one took some elbow grease. I'm going to wipe that dirt off the plastic handle there. There's still some grime, but considering how it was when it arrived, I think it looks pretty good. I opened up the one-touch cleaning system. A lot of the water, when I sprayed a bunch of water in there and wiped it down, a lot of the water went down like it would have drained. So I'm going to empty that ash catcher shortly. But overall, I think it's a lot better. Even the 3-prong one-touch clean system's looking pretty good. Next thing we're going to do is spray the Goo Gone foam cleaner, the inside of the lid, with the air vent closed. And we'll see in about 10 minutes. We're just going to do 1/2, then we'll rotate it. We're about 5 minutes in. You won't see as much grime because there's just not as much grime and dirt on the lid, but you can definitely see it working as it creeps towards the bottom. About 10 minutes in. Again, we've only done 1/2, even though it's foaming down. So we're going to go ahead and scoop up the foam and bring it up towards the 1/2. And as you can see, it's breaking up any grime on there. We're going to scrub the vent holes too. And again, I'm using the steel wool instead of the copper. I didn't get it on film, but I wiped away 1/2 with a rag, and then I just sprayed a bunch of water, tap water, from my spray bottle in here. And it's looking pretty good. Look how well the bottom of the vent came in. Pretty good, really shiny. So far we've done this 1/2. I'm gonna go, since you've already seen, I'm gonna do the other 1/2 off camera. Okay, so we're at the part with the grate. Off camera, I took my steel wool pad and scrubbed the grate. It's in much better shape than I realized. I'm going to go ahead and add some Goo Gone to it right now. There's a bag under it so we can get some foam under the grate. So we'll let it sit for 10 minutes. Okay, so we've let it sit for about 10 minutes. I don't know if you can tell with the shade here, but I'm already seeing some grime resting on the bag below it. That's a good sign. I'm gonna take my steel wool scrubber. As you can tell, leaves a good amount behind. So something's working. So I'm just gonna spray it with water. I ended up not even needing to use Barkeeper's friend. Okay, right now I'm gonna do the back of the grate. I'm not gonna waste your time with it. Same process. So this is our last step. We're gonna use a product called Barkeeper's Friend. There's a couple versions. This is just their standard cleanser. If you've never heard of it, it's a cleanser similar to Comet or Ajax, but it's a lot stronger. My wife and I use it to clean occasional rust off of our shower tub. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to remove some rust on this bottom little storage rack, mainly to make it last longer, and secondly, try to make it look a little better. So the first thing you wanna do with your water bottle is get it nice and drenched with a really wide spray. Once you get it wet, what you want to do is apply Barkeeper's Friend on top of the wet rack, and then apply a very light stream of water and form it into a paste. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. Again, this is mainly to help it last longer, maybe make it look better. No guarantees, total experiment. But I do like this cleanser. Oh yeah. If you can't see it yet, I will do a close-up when I finish up. But it's coming right off for the most part. So I'm running out of light, not because of the daylight, but the shade in my apartment complex here. But I hope you can see this. This is a final recap. I think that the one-touch cleaning system turned out nice. Overall, the bowl compared to how I bought it, it's pretty shiny on the bottom. There's me. If you have any tips on how to get rid of this gunk, it will not affect your cooks. It will not affect your flavor. Doesn't smell or anything. It's just built up grime. If you know of anything that can take that off, please shoot me a message or leave a comment. So that's the bowl. And then this is the grate. Hope you can see up the grass. I'm pretty pleased. I may get a new one in another 6 months, but I think it's back from the dead. I was going to rust treat the charcoal grate, but why bore you with that? And I ran out of Barkeeper's Friend, so no big deal. And then finally the lid, almost finally, looking pretty good. Bottom side, inside of the vent, really nice and silvery. And then finally the rack on the bottom, which I don't think anybody ever really uses, but it's kind of rusty up front, but I think it turned out really well. Okay, so that's my video. I want to thank you for tuning in with me. Appreciate you coming by. I really hope you subscribe, like, or comment if you enjoyed what you saw. And from Hemi's BBQ and Grilling, have yourself a great rest of the day wherever you are. One final thought. If I didn't mention it earlier, I don't remember at this point, make sure you wear clothes you can get nice and dirty. See you next time.